I wanted to direct a message to the NFAC, not so much directly to the leader, Grandmaster Jay, but to the members of the NFAC. Now, I would like to direct a little bit of criticism to a specific idiot of national importance and make an appeal to the members of his organization. And I am speaking specifically to the NFAC. Now, for those of y'all unaware, that is an organization formed in the wake of all the Black Lives Matter protests. And NFAC stands for Not Fracking Around Coalition. Now, I want to point out the specific idiocy of their leader, Grandmaster Jay, and make an appeal to the members of the NFAC. In the protest, I think it was in Louisville for Breonna Taylor, which I want to make a side note. I fully support the right to protest armed and protest the egregious abuse of police power by the Louisville PD. However, there are a couple of things I want to address. First, there was a negligent discharge at the protest. Thankfully, nobody was seriously injured, but a firearm went off, and if you had trained personnel, that wouldn't have happened. But I specifically want to refer to the video defense of that incident that Grandmaster Jay put out. There were a couple of instances in the video where he made a complete fool of himself. Now, I'm sure there were more, but there are two that I want to discuss in particular. One, he pulls out a rifle. He calls it a dumb name, an XR-15, and I don't know what that is. But then he refers to it as a bullpup, when it is very obviously not a bullpup. Calling a rifle a bullpup refers to its architecture, and this was by far a standard architecture for a rifle. So it's very clearly not a bullpup. That refers to the magazine and the action being behind the trigger, whereas that was a standard rifle with the magazine in front of the trigger. The second thing is that he opens the bolt, and then he slams the rifle down, in which case the bolt closes. And he erroneously states that the rifle has fired, and that is just complete nonsense. Now, this next portion of the video is directed at the members of the NFAC. Um, you have legitimate grievances against the police departments in this country, and you have every right to protest armed, armed. But you're ruining your credibility by letting an idiot such as Grandmaster Jay speak on your behalf. You ruin any legitimacy you have when you state an obvious fallacy. And that is exactly what Grandmaster Jay is doing. He says all of your all of your members are expert marksmen and former military. When that is easily debunked by simply showing footage of your marching. It is quite obvious that some of your members have not served in the military when they cannot keep a simple cadence. And then when he says dumbass things about rifles that are very clearly not true, again, he's ruining your organization's credibility.